Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, when I started doing the story about the Glen Sannox 2.5 years ago, I had no idea I'd still be talking about it now, but here we go. We know back in March they discovered huge cracks in the hull, which, considering it's a boat, it's not a good place to have cracks. Dodgy welding, bad welding. So they put it in, and it's been back in, had the welding done, and it was sent back out to service yesterday. However, and this is where it's gone a bit Pete Tong. Now, originally it was supposed to go from Ardrossan to Arran. That was one, but the idiots who designed it, the SMP idiots, go and interfered. Built it too big, so it can't actually fit into Ardrossan. So it's been sailing from Troon up the coast a wee bit. And go from Troon to Arran. And okay then, but you've got this huge, great big port in Ardrossan that's basically sitting there, arsehole empty, because the boat isn't stopping. Well, it had to go back in for repairs, and so they got the Caledonian Isles and the Alfred to cover that route. Only they were actually going into Ardrossan. Or at least one of them went into Ardrossan, the other one went into Troon or something. I think that's how it was. Whatever it was, it doesn't really matter. Because now that they've hopefully repaired the big gash in the side of the ship. It's not a big gash, it was just some dodgy welding. Don't want to worry people, but even so, hopefully they've repaired it. It's back out, but they're not putting it back on the Ardrossan to Arran route, or the Troon to Arran route as it should be. No, they're going to be sending it off to do the Islay run. The Isle of Islay. And they've been asked why, and they said, well, it's working out quite well with the Caledonian Isles, which itself was actually... I just thought that's been in 20 months that was out of work as they were repairing it. It doesn't give you hope, does it, when you got ships going in for 20 months to be repaired. But anyway, so they brought these in and said, oh, they're doing such a good job on that route that we're leaving them there and we're using this one up there. But that's not what it was designed for. It was designed for that other route that they so carefully over-engineered it, made it too big, made it pointless, got it so badly wrong it only runs at half capacity at best, and they got the wrong engine on, and it's actually less green than if they'd have just put the old plain marine diesel engine in it. But no, they've got to dick around with this one and this one, so they put in this super duper gas engine which does not work, and now probably will never work, because of the way they've built this thing, and because they had to have a smaller engine in, they got this smaller engine pushing this big boat really inefficiently and chucking out more shit than if they'd have actually just said, oh, look, just leave it, just put a normal engine in and go. But that's the SMP micromanaging everything, and now the boat isn't even on the route it was designed for, and the other two ships which are falling apart are on the route it was designed for, and it's doing a completely different route, and it still can't get into Ardrossan. Deep breath. Bloody hell. It's a comedy of errors, isn't it? Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And they still want boats made in that yard. No, they're obviously incapable of building them. And certainly not capable of building them well enough that they don't have to keep coming back in every 5 minutes to be repaired. It's almost as though you've gone to the worst boat builders and said, build us the worst boat, And whoever made the decisions to make that a monohull, who, God almighty, what arsehole that was, should have been a catamaran, and it shouldn't have been that big. Oh well, it's easy for me to say, but let me know what you think. Thanks very much.